Well, good afternoon. One of the repeating things I see on the page is people still haven't figured out that Mid-America land restoration is a business. It is a business in dealing with and cleaning up contaminated soil and water. I still haven't figured out. Granted, I post all of the contamination news. We try to educate on what's going on, what we need to do. But ironically, people still haven't figured out that we're a business page. And one of the things that I keep seeing is how we need to plant more of this, more of that to pull the radiation out of the soil. Well, the problem with planting more plants to pull toxins out of the soil, in particular radiation, what are you going to do with that plant? Because it's going to be so full of radiation, you can't do anything with it. You burn it, you put it back in the atmosphere, you bury it, you put it back in the soil. So what are you going to do with it? The microbes take and clean it up. It is a food source. So, planting plants, planting whatever to remove something from soil, you're not going to get rid of it because you're going to turn around and put it right back in the soil, or you're going to put it in the air or put it in the water, whichever. So, our best solution to these problems is the microbes. The microbes, food source, it becomes fertilizer. And I just don't get it. As a business page, as a news outlet, whatever you want to call it, we have over 125 to 145,000 people on that page all the time. People reached in the United States alone. And then you add the rest of the countries, and yeah, we're well over 150,000 people on a daily basis, which is a good thing and can be a bad thing at the same time. You'll never keep 150,000 people happy. So, with that said, I hope I can reiterate, Mid-America Land Restoration is a business, not just a news source, but a business. And generally, I try to make one thing in common. I try to tell everybody whatever's on that page can be fixed and cleaned up with microbes. But after today, that's not so true. We can't fix poor thinking, wrong ideas, whatever. Having been involved in a political fight, I'm not going to start another one just by saying what I should be saying. One of the articles I shared just a little bit ago came from Center for Rural Affairs. This, folks, is just mind-blowing. Across the nation, we have 6 states have passed or proposed policies that serve as a clear rebuke of private property. These 6 states are in Utah, Nebraska, Georgia, North Carolina, West Virginia, and Oklahoma. State lawmakers are framing expanded rights to farm legislation as a litmus test in a decisive political environment. A vote against, we are told, is a vote against agriculture. And don't be fooled. It is a false choice. These bills directly limit personal property rights every landowner is entitled to the use and enjoyment of their own land. When someone or something interferes with that right, you can pursue legal remedies. This is at least last resort when nothing else works. Legislation eliminates that right. It restricts you the ability to use your own property as you see fit. It demands that you give up the option to legally enforce your rights as a landowner. Folks, we can't fix stupid, but we can educate. So I hope that we can get people to understand a few more things. You can find that article on Mid-America Land Restoration. It's interesting little read. Like I said, it's from Center for Rural Affairs, dated April 23rd. So you can go ahead and find that. It states big ag move to revoke basic property rights by Centers for Rural Affairs. I can't say too much more about that. Lawmakers, I'm beginning to see and think that some of our legislation and legislators shouldn't be in office in the first place. They're making things difficult, too difficult. So anyway, I want to stress to everybody, Mid-America Land Restoration on Facebook. It is a business page, not just a news outlet, but it is a business page. And like I've said in the past, generally anything that's on that page we can clean up and take care of, but with articles like that, we can't fix stupid. So, it is everybody's right to protect their own property, do what you want on your own property. Now they're trying to revoke that. Anyway, radiation still coming down out of Fukushima. We got an anniversary coming up with Chernobyl, and these anniversaries of these things are every year. Fukushima, then we had the 3 Mile Island, and now we got Chernobyl. Come on, folks. We need to start doing something, paying attention to our environment. These radiation numbers are getting out of whack, out of control. Got to start cleaning up our food supply and our water supply. That's what these videos are about. Yes, we can clean up the radiation. We can clean up our food and water supplies. We've got to. Our children are counting on us. Our pets are counting on us. Our livestock, our horses, everything. If it lives, breathes, and walks, it's counting on man to do something instead of screwing things up. So we can't let legislation keep screwing things up. People have to get on board, make phone calls, get the campaign funded. We've got to get involved, period. How's that? Get involved. Have a good day.